Hi guys, how's it going?
Hey, how are you?
Good, how you doing?
You good and yourself?
Good. Sorry I'm a couple minutes late. I was waiting for the buyer paperwork meeting to wrap up before I signed on. I didn't want to kick them off.
Yeah, that's no problem. Thanks.
How's everybody doing today?
Yeah, I'm doing okay.
Good.
Yeah,
How you doing, Alicia?
I'm doing good, thank you. Yeah, it's Friday. We made it through another week of quarantine, guys.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, welcome to Coffee and a Chat. As I mentioned before, this is pretty casual. We just I like to have it open for any type of discussion, whether you're seeing successes, whether you're struggling with anything, any ahas that you've had throughout the week. You can talk about Bold Pivot a little bit. So kind of open forum.
Cool. This is the first one I've joined, so I'm not quite sure where I'm at. But, we did have some successes this week. We finally got the smoke certificate taken care of. And
Awesome.
the
Good.
appraisal we were a little worried about, but it was a drive-by, but it came in good, even though they didn't go inside. They just looked at the pictures. I'm sure.
Where was this property?
This is out in Middleborough.
Okay.
It's a nice property, 19 Whispering Pines.
Well, that sounds nice. Whispering Pines sounds like a nice neighborhood.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of cool. It's got, it's got everything my clients were looking for. It was like
That's awesome.
about the fourth house I showed them, and we were showing them right in the middle of the virus there. There was quite a few houses we couldn't get into, and that was,
Yeah.
that was the problem, getting past that.
Yeah.
This one, they kind of jumped them. So it was good.
That's awesome. So you were able to get your smoke certificate and everything seems like it's going to go through okay. And
Yeah, we got the appraisal in yesterday. Now we're just waiting on the confirmation letter, and
awesome.
we'll see how that goes. Hopefully they don't get laid off before they pass.
Cross your fingers. Positive thoughts. Positive thoughts.
Well, they're both teachers. That's my concern, So,
Yeah. Well, from what I've heard from my friends that are teachers, they're still working. They're just working from home.
Yeah.
A lot less hours and still getting paid the same. So it sounds pretty nice, doesn't it?
Yeah. My wife's a teacher, though. I know it goes into the lesson plans. It's not quite as easy as it looks.
I know. I couldn't imagine trying to rein kids in class is probably a challenge. I can't imagine trying to do it over Zoom.
Really? Yeah, my grandkids are Zoom for their kindergarten classes. And stuff.
Yeah.
It's quite interesting trying to keep them pay attention anyways. So.
Absolutely. I know my nephew, he's 3 and he's doing it with his preschool class. And my sister FaceTimed me. She was like, you got to see this. This is hilarious. It's like who can pick their nose first. And, they're all just laughing at each other. And so like, they just don't know what's going on. It's a riot. It's so funny. And trying to keep them sitting actually still.
Yeah.
Computer to do it too.
Yeah.
So funny. I love it though.
My brother was telling me the 3 kids are all trying to sit at the dining room table trying to do work, and he's trying to work, and it's just I'm like, I can't imagine. That seems a little chaotic.
I know.
Yeah.
It's it's definitely a different world that we're living in, and I give everybody so much credit for how they're handling themselves and just balancing this work-life balance. I mean, we've talked about it for years, the struggle with balancing work and life. And now this has really put us all to the test, right? Like having to be homeschool teachers, stay-at-home parents, still working. It's crazy. I give everybody a lot of credit for it.
Yeah, it's a challenge for sure.
Yeah. How's everybody else doing? Any other successes from the week that anybody wants to share? Or any big ahas?
Good morning.
I had
Good
my
morning,
first
everybody.
purchase and sales signed. That was exciting.
That's awesome. Your first one?
Yeah. That was
That's
cool.
huge. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
Thank you. I interrupted somebody else.
Nope. That was much more important. It's just Bob Gill.
Hi, Bob. How you doing?
Hi, Bob.
I'm doing well. I'm just yeah, like I got lots to be grateful for. Things that were healthy, we're all healthy here, and things are just moving pretty quickly. Yeah, I don't have any all of our listings. Remember Alicia, a while ago, and I put something out about all of our listings, and you said, "Oh, great, great, great! Isn't that good?"
Yeah.
Well, we don't have any more listings. They're all under agreement.
Well, that's still awesome.
Congratulations.
At least they're all under agreement.
That's terrible, Bob.
Yeah, and we got but we have two new ones on this week. Actually, we just took an expired. I'll just give you the address. It's down at 17 Hawthorne on Quincy. It's over in what's the what's the area over by Germantown, over by the water there.
Wallaston?
No, not as nice an area. Oh, Hausnack. 17. We've been chasing this listing for a month and a half, couldn't get it. The seller received an offer and was trying to negotiate directly with the buyer agent. He couldn't negotiate it. He said, "I'm fed up." He signed the listing. We took the listing on, and I'm now doing the negotiation with the buyer agent on his behalf. So we got a new listing 2 nights ago and hope to have it under agreement tonight.
Wow, that's awesome.
And it hasn't hit MLS yet because we're just getting it done. So we got a couple new
Yeah.
listings there. So
That's great.
things are going, but it's just, it requires a single focus on, at least for me, on listings. So
Yeah. Now, that's awesome, Bob. So you said you were trying to get this listing for some time and, you just finally got it. What did you do? Were you just keeping in touch with them, calling them or emailing?
it was persistence. Yes, it was. Here's what I've found on this. It's Matthew was the one. Matthew, who's my buyer agent, he does expired. In fact, he does all of our expired listing lead generation. He got the connected. I met with the 3 of us met together, and this guy is just a tough sell, and it just took consistent going back to them.
Yeah.
And I don't like doing it. I don't like, keep pushing on it. Matthew will, and what I've learned from other agents, well, you need to figure out how to do it. There's no replacement for continuing to be on a seller. We're trying to get a listing. I lost a listing right across the street from my house because I knew the person and I was not aggressive enough and continued. And when I suddenly saw her come on and she called me, she said, "Sorry, Bob. The reason I gave it to so-and-so is they offered to do a couple of things and they were so persistent. I just got tired." She said, "I'm out of town. I live in Atlanta. I'm out of town." She said, he was just too persistent. I said to myself, "Bob, you got to learn." So that's a lesson. So good question you asked, Alicia. The way to do it is you got to stay on them.
Right. Yeah,
And this is what
that's great advice.
Yeah. So yeah, thanks for asking. Good question.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. No, it's great advice. I know Mark is new to the business here, and we were talking a little bit last night on our new agent meet and greet. And I was saying, real estate is a marathon. It is not a sprint. You need to keep yourself hydrated and you need to keep your clients hydrated throughout the process. And it's a little thing that I've always kind of repeated in my mind throughout. And, the keeping them hydrated is that follow-up. It's being consistent, being persistent, not feeling like you're annoying them, because at the end of the day, they're going to win. If they hear from you enough, they're going to say, "Okay, fine, sell my house, okay, fine, help me buy that house." So thank you for sharing that. Any other successes from this week or
I'm going to do it here. I'm going to go on mute for a minute here. I'm walking out the door, but I'm going to stay on. I'm just getting in the car.
All right, awesome. Be safe.
I'm not driving.
Okay, good. Any other ahas or successes from the week that anybody would like to share?
Yeah. Hey, Alicia, can you hear me? It's Rick.
Yeah, I can hear you. How you doing?
Great. Hi, guys. So speaking of persistence, we just got a listing this week because right before the shelter in place hit, my client pulled back and he just freaked out and panicked and said, I'm gonna list in June instead. So I literally kept in touch with him a couple of times a week, I would email him, text him, give him a market update. And I actually had a client that wanted to see his property. He allowed me to show it because it's empty. And the day after I showed it, even though the buyer didn't like it, he said, listen, let's go. I'm ready. Let's do this. So that was a pretty good lesson in persistence, whereas you just can't take no. And if he says, oh, I'll call you mid-June, don't not call him until mid-June. You gotta, there's a lot of data that we can communicate with all of our potential clients, all of our existing clients, all of our friends. We have data that they don't. And let's share that. And when you do it in a meaningful way, good things can happen. So I thought I'd share that.
Absolutely. I love that. And Rick and Lisa and I spoke a little bit earlier this week, and we were talking about, you guys are the people that our clients are going to because you're the realtor. You're the one with the knowledge, right? So don't let them push their views and ideas on you because they don't know what's going on in the market. They don't know. They just hear everything that they're seeing on the news or, reading online. You guys know what's going on in the market. You know that the market is still hot. So use that experience and that knowledge to share that with your clients. It's easy to say, okay, I understand, you don't want to do it and I'll back off and I'll leave you alone until June when this all clears up. But really at the end of the day, they don't want to hear that they're right on that. They want you to push back. They want you to help them. They want you to share that data. They want to feel like, you're really going out of your way to really help provide that resource to them that they need in order to get their home sold or a house bought. So great job.
They have a problem and we need to help them solve it.
Exactly.
And at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. So come at them with a problem solving mentality, and it will always be well received.
Absolutely. I agree. Great job. That's awesome.
Lisa wants me to move close to her.
Oh.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Come on, Rick.
I love it.
What's happening, Tom Rice?
Coach.
I miss you, Tom.
Good. Yourself?
Excellent. You look great, man. I hope you're well.
Yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm, pretty much become a recluse, I think, but.
All of us, right?
I know. I think we all have. We're all eager to break free of our homes. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I got a little taste of freedom yesterday. We went out and did some pickups for Red Day, and it was awesome. We had a great success. We filled 2 massive bins of food for the Weymouth Food Pantry. Big shout out to everybody that donated, everybody that volunteered, Ashley, Lisa, Rick, you guys were huge in picking up and, getting everything over to the food pantries. Thank you.
They were so excited and
They were so
shocked.
happy. Yeah.
They were like blown away by the amount of food that we brought in. They were like, what? I can't believe this. Even though I explained to them prior, they were like, oh, this is real. They were shocked.
I know. They were so excited. I was kind of surprised too myself at how much we actually were able to collect. It was awesome. I can't wait to put the video together and share that with everybody on
I've
the
got to send in
14th.
some pictures. Yeah.
Yes, make sure if you took
Great
photos.
job, you guys.
Thank you. Thank you to everybody that donated. It wouldn't be possible without everyone.
But it was fun to be out and driving around, and it's nice to have a purpose to get out, right?
Yep, it was really nice. It was my first full day of experiencing a mask. So that was, it was like, oh my God, I hate this.
Yeah.
Hey,
Get this
Lisa,
thing
it's
off my
Bob. Hey,
face.
hey, Lisa, thanks for stopping by Kathy. I was with her this morning. Kathy Arnold, thanks for going over and picking up stuff at
So
her house.
awesome. She was telling me how good you guys are doing and how, thank goodness, because it's keeping her busy. So that's great. Otherwise, she's bored, she's alone, and that's a bummer.
That is-
that
that is
beautiful
tough.
house, and her
That
pool's
is
not
so,
open.
yeah, that's very tough. It's, that's just a case of, she's always lived alone, but she has a great network, and this is difficult for her. And I just before I just got off the phone, we have a, Friday coaching call, and she's struggling with loneliness.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
I try to suggest anything that will, alternatives. I'm great with alternatives, but she struggles. Her mom, it was her mom's birthday yesterday, Mother's Day on Sunday, and so it's just a particular time, and she's aware of it. We talk about it, but it's real. So
Well, she
anyways,
looks
just the
great.
contact with, just your contact was great, and of course you said her nieces and nephews stopped by and put their face to the windows this morning. So yeah, it's a
Oh.
struggle. It's a struggle for us
know.
all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is,
Yeah.
Everybody's doing such a good job though. Everyone's really doing the right thing, taking care of themselves, making sure they're staying engaged. And I'm just so impressed with what I've seen. I came into this office, this market center right before all of this happened. So a month before, we went into this quarantine and lockdown. And I just have to say, it's just been impressive to watch all of you and how you've conducted yourselves and handled yourselves throughout all of this. It's amazing. I'm so proud to be part of it.
Well, the feeling is mutual.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm having fun.
I got on the call a little late. I mean, I'm not sure what you guys discussed in the first 5 minutes of the call, but I'd be curious to see what some of the challenges are that people are having out there, like top of mind challenges that they might be able to discuss right now and really address those challenges. Anybody want to
Absolutely.
chime in?
Well, the only challenge we had was getting the smoke certificate, but that one finally came through the other day. One of the guys at Middleborough Fire Department, I think it was actually the chief, came out and did the inspection for us. So that was a relief. We thought we were going to have to put money aside and all that, and so we don't have to do that.
Yeah. We have 2 closing next week, and they're escrowing $750 for the smokes.
Yeah.
And my client installed the proper detectors, and we're taking a picture of them just to have it handy. They'll probably still complete the escrow, but again, another problem that we've overcome. It really is a non-issue.
Yeah.
I think the main issue for all of us is our own personal schedule, our own headspace, and doing the right things like care calls, communicating 20 conversations a day, 20 two-way text messages a day. And that's what we've been focusing on. And it's not easy. Like Bob said, the struggle is real, but it actually, it can be easy. It's kind of fun.
Well, I think
It's what we do.
it's a habit. It
It's a
becomes
habit.
a habit. And if
Yeah.
you do it every day, you feel funny if you don't, like exercise or anything like
Yeah.
that. So, and it
Absolutely.
makes you happy to talk to people. I
Yeah.
think it gives me energy.
Now, you give me a little heads up on the chasing the listing. I'm chasing one in Weymouth right now. She's been putting me off since the coronavirus came in. She definitely wants to list it. She's running with 2 mortgages, so she kind of has to list it. But
Do you want a script?
She's afraid. I've got lots of scripts, Lisa. Thank you.
I got a good one
Yeah.
just for that.
I used
I'll send it to you.
because I kind of learned them by heart. So.
It's a quarantine script.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's all about the quarantine and why they should list now.
Yeah, that'll send it to me.
Okay.
Maybe that will work.
Yeah,
Wait,
Lisa,
can you
would you
put
mind?
Please.
I was going to say, would you mind sending it to each of us?
Oh,
Or if you
yeah,
want
I
to
think
send it to me, I can send it out
I
to
think
the group.
I put it on before, but I will. I have it. I'll send it over to you, Alicia.
Awesome.
because
Yeah,
it's a
I'll send it
picture
out
on
to
my
the group. I'm sure everybody could benefit from reading through that.
Yeah, thank you, Lisa. I wanted to ask anyone who have open houses last week and how they went. What kind of activity was there and how did you do it? Was it virtual?
Any open houses last weekend from the group?
We did one, and we had 3 people in, really spread out,
Yeah.
and it was fine.
Yeah, from what I'm hearing is that people are doing controlled open houses. So, they'll either do a virtual open house ahead of time to give that exposure, and they'll go live on Facebook and then schedule pre-approved buyers to come for a controlled open house. And, just kind of doing it in increments of time. So only so many people are going in at a time and just keeping that safety top of mind for everybody.
If
Is
any
that
of you are
helpful?
doing open houses, and you need anybody, an extra set of hands to stand outside or just to help you know, facilitate the traffic, you know, I'm happy to do it, you know, for free, obviously, just to, you know, get some exposure and to help you guys out.
That's awesome. That's huge. Thank you, Mark. Keep that in mind, guys.
Thank you, Mark. We may give you a call on that. Open
Definitely.
houses. Mark may, you know, maybe he can help out on in Quincy this
Absolutely.
weekend.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Definitely
Awesome.
let me know. I'm just trying to get some exposure and, you know, get out there.
Yeah, that's a great mindset to have, Mark. I mean, you know, you're only going to learn by getting out there and participating and watching what others do and listening and learning from the people around you. So that's awesome.
Yeah, that's something, you know, in the past that's been helpful in being, you know, in more of a brick and mortar type work situation. It's a little challenging right now being virtual. You're not really hearing the conversations that people are having, the back and forth, you know, and that always helps with me for learning. So
Yeah.
I'm sure others are having the same thing.
Yeah, no, I totally can appreciate that. I think we'll be back into the swing of things in a matter of time. And, you know, I'm really hoping that we will, because I know how important that is, especially as a new agent, to just be in the office and hearing the conversations going on around you and being able to pop in and ask questions. So hopefully, you know, fingers crossed, if everything goes as planned based off of what the government is saying, we'll be able to make an opening. You know, I don't want to say a date for sure because it really could change at any moment, but they are saying May 18th. So unless anything changes, you know, stay tuned. We'll definitely be in touch and letting you guys know what the plan of action is there. We want to make sure everybody's safety is our priority. So if we do reopen, it's going to be a requirement that people are wearing masks and gloves in the office. You know, we have agents who have health issues. We have agents who are pregnant. We want to make sure we're being considerate of everybody and just making sure that everybody's protected. So, yeah. Oh, you printed it. I love it. Oh, you're muted.
Hey, I got the good news.
On mute.
You guys are on mute.
We all are?
Oh no, just Rick and Lisa. I see they're trying to
Well, this
Go
was
something there.
this is the one I started today till I start, you know, it was a little bit different, and then I printed this out. It's a little better, I think.
Do you like that new one?
I love it. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
I like it because I love, you know, this part here, and I already can check things off, but that's the way I am. I have to write everything down.
So let me show you guys what she's holding up here. So I sent out an email. A few of us are in Bold Pivot right now. And we're hearing a lot about, you know, just kind of putting this agenda together and, you know, thinking about at the beginning of the day, having a fresh mindset and thinking about the 5 things that you're most thankful for. And so I put together, you know, 1 second, let me pull it up here.
I didn't get that one.
All right, can you guys see my screen?
Yep.
Awesome.
Good, how are you?
So,
I just
1 second.
on my screen. I'm gonna confirm receipt and I'll open
I put together this agenda. So at the top, you'll see it has a affirmation, daily affirmation, which is a bold law. So I chose this bold law, change your thinking, change your life, right? So the whole first section of Bold Pivot is on mindset. So I thought that was really an appropriate affirmation. And at the top, I took what they had said, have 5 things that you're thankful for, and I put it right there up at the top so that I can write that down each morning. Underneath that, it says, how do I intend to show up as the best possible version of myself today? So I can just write in a little comment there for myself as a reminder throughout the day.
What would you say? I'm sorry. What would be something you would write in there? How do I intend? I mean, can you give an example?
Yeah.
Of that and measurables. I'm just wondering.
Absolutely. So for me, I would say, as far as how do I intend to show up as the best possible version of myself today, I would say positive, energetic, outgoing, you know, just reminding myself, you know, you've got to stay positive. There are things that are happening. You know, a lot of our agents have lost somebody recently, and that weighs heavy on my heart. It's the type of person that I am. And it's easy for me to get, you know, down when I hear this. So reminding myself, stay positive, be there for them, come from that care and compassion, make sure that you're giving everything you've got to make sure everybody has a great day. So something like along those lines, just as like a reminder, because it's easy, it could even be like, stay focused. And it really is what resonates with you the most in that moment, in that day. And I think that changes every day. So that's why I try to make, like, I'll do this on a daily basis. I'll print something like this out and have it next to me on my desk, because how I plan to show up as my best possible version of myself today could be totally different than I did yesterday. You don't know what happens overnight in somebody's life or what they're dealing with that day, that they need to remind themselves that they either need to stay positive or stay focused or stay driven or, make those contacts. For the measurables, I would have a number next to this checkbox or in the box. It's kind of up to you guys. Like, this is just how I like to do it. So like, you can do whatever you'd like with it and make it your own, but it would be, make 5 care calls today. And then once I've accomplished those 5, I check it off. Be in my database for 3 hours today. Once I've accomplished those 3 hours, I check it off, and so on. And then on the right side, you'll see this is on a half an hour basis, because a lot of times I find I have to, erase and replace on my daily schedule. So I try to do this in pencil as much as I can, because it is often that I have to erase and replace if something comes up that's urgent. But I like to have this kind of broken down, just visible in front of me. I keep track of my schedule on my calendar online as well, my Google Calendar. But this is just something tangible that's right there in front of me. And when I get through, like, say 8 o'clock is a coaching call, I like to cross it out. There's something rewarding about that, to say that you're done with that task and move on to the next. And then at the bottom, I have, did I own my time today and focus on my one thing? That's really important. It's really important at the end of the day to kind of look back and say, did I own my time? Did I own my schedule? Did I focus on my one thing? And if not, what do I need to do tomorrow to get there? And just kind of have that moment at the end of the day. It's just as important as it is at the beginning of the day to remind yourself why you're doing this, what the 5 things are that you're most grateful for. So I can share this out with you guys. I created it in a PDF, and then I also put it in a document so that it can be editable, so that you can just go ahead and fill it right in on your computer, so that you don't have to recreate it. But I'll share it in Word so that you can change this and make it however you want if you choose to use it. It's not required, but this is just something that I enjoy doing, and it really helps me kind of stay on track for my day and stay focused.
Alicia, it's Bob. Just a comment about this.
Yeah.
I think I received it with the bold. I think you put it out to the bold people in bold. But I'm not a paper person. I try to keep everything online. But I tell you what I like about this. One is, so on my online calendar, what it looks like is I have my schedule, I have my personal schedule, everybody on the team, and it's so cluttered that it's often difficult to sort out. I know I can do
Right.
views, but I need to see. What I like about what you just did here, you suggested, is, so I have my calendar, but at the beginning of the day, just to print out a copy of this, pencil in all the things that are, it doesn't have to be even everything. For me, it's the things that are most important that I can check off and say, boy, I get this thing done. This has been a great success. These are the successes that are really, because everything is not, quote, a success. Some of the things are just, I need to do it. Like I need to be on this call with you, right?
Right. That's right. You have to be.
Yeah, but the point is, if we put the important, and this is important, this is why I'm on, but if the whole idea is out of it, you check it off and what was accomplished. And then
Right.
that's what I reflect. So I like your technique. I like the handwritten or the hard copy and the penciling. And so I'm going to try that. Yep.
Awesome. I love to hear it. Yeah, everybody's got their thing that works for them, right? So if this doesn't work for you, that's okay. this is just a suggestion, you know, I'd just like to be able to offer you guys different pieces of, you know, how my brain works and the little things I put together when I take in information. You know, in Bolt's Pivot, they're throwing a lot of information at us and it's all awesome. And I love it because mindset's so important. But for me, I'm the type of person where if I have a lot of stuff going on in different places and I'm trying to write down over here 5 things I'm grateful for, and over here am I focusing on my one thing, and then over here's my schedule, I get like a little flustered and I'm like, oh, like it's not organized, you know, maybe it's my OCD, I don't know. So I like it all in one place where it's nice and clean and it's right there in front of me and it's a constant reminder and I can just cross it right off once it's done. So I just wanted to share it with you guys, and I'll share it after we hang up here, and you know, you can kind of take what you want from it, make it your own, and if you have other ideas that work for you and you want to share it with the group, I'm sure everybody would love it and be able to learn something from you. I know we're kind of going over here, and I'm sure you all have a very busy Friday ahead of you. So do we want to wrap up with any ahas from the week or any other topics anybody would like to discuss?
We just got an offer on that property.
All right.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Low price.
Congratulations.
Good. Thanks, Alicia. I got to sign off for noon time. Have a good
All
weekend.
right. You
Bye,
too.
Bob.
Be safe, Bob.
Bye.
I always get nervous when I see people zooming and calling, even though I did it the other day. Makes me nervous.
I gotta
Be
go
careful
too,
out there.
so.
What's that?
I gotta go too, so, you know, I'm taking a client over to show him a house, so.
Awesome.
Yes, you are.
12:30.
Yay!
Maybe he'll like
That's
this one.
awesome.
I got something in Weymouth that's not on the market yet. That's in the, I don't know if you're looking, South Weymouth in mid to high 3s. It's a small cape and it's all been redone. So
That sounds
anybody,
nice.
yeah.
Sorry, it
anybody
sounds
have
like
any-
someone's drilling. You guys hear that?
Yeah.
Does anybody have anything in Milton coming on anytime soon?
Milton?
Mm, no. Well, if you do, please think of me. My husband and I are looking for a house, so
Oh, that's exciting, Melissa.
we need something bigger. So 2,800 square feet and bigger. So
You should post
it's
something
hard
on
to
the
work.
Market Center group page.
say again. I'm sorry.
You should post something on the Market Center group page. See if anybody has any listings right now, in Milton. That could be a great way for you to, you know, kind of get that out there. Especially
Okay.
if they know it's for you. People, you know, will be excited to jump on that and help you out.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Anything else anybody wants to mention? No? All right. Well, awesome. Thank you guys so much for everything. Thanks for zooming in with me and having coffee today. I hope
Thank
everybody
you.
enjoys the rest of their day and stay safe. And I'll talk to you all very soon.
Cheers.
Thank you, Elise.
Cheers.
See you, Lisa.
Of
Bye.
course.
a
Take
great
care,
day.
guys.
Oh, $50 I'm showing your face.